and got the hotel room. Like, so Will started looking, found one.
Where'd you stay at?
This place called Hotel Modern. Well, it was like normal room rate was like $189 to $225 or something a night, and we got it for like $80.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, but I ordered the room. Like I did I clicked it, I paid for it or whatever, and then it emailed me a receipt or something. I copy and pasted it and texted it to Honeybun, and didn't say anything to her about it. Just sent it to her, and all of a sudden her phone buzzed, and she looks down at it. And I was like, it was fucking painstaking 30 seconds while she worked out what the fuck it was that I had, like who it had come from and what it was and what it meant, and like.
Dude, that's slick. That's very, very sneaky.
It was cute, man.
See, it's dudes like you that girls got to worry about.
Like, what do you mean?
If you're that sneaky in the relationship, you can be that sneaky
outside the relationship. Shush, hush, sir.
For a dude like me, I can't keep a secret or a surprise worth shit.
You poor mouthing son of a bitch. That is you. He's a liar, ladies. He's a liar.
Surprise keeper.
Two guys, one podcast. I'm one guy.
I'm having trouble with my man horse.
It's a good job to talk for a living. Two guys, one podcast.
And I'm the other.
I'm the end-all, be-all, see-all, do-all origamiist.
Look how smart I is.
Two guys, one podcast. I'd be a pioneer because I'd be a short, fat white guy playing basketball, too. Two guys, one podcast. And this is the podcast.
I get so excited about doing something for somebody I gotta let them know.
You just springing on them? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not. I kept it a secret from her all of 5 seconds or whatever it took me to copy paste it, and then the 30 seconds it took for me to wait for her to figure it out. That was the worst.
She had said no.
She'd been like, "What kind of girl do you think I am?"
Yeah, you'd already paid for it.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna stay in the hotel room.
You can have fun.
I was like, "You enjoy."
We'll
be in this hip hotel downtown.
Let's do brunch tomorrow.
Why don't you meet me? You know what? I have my people call yo people. No, it was awesome. Hey, and look, the Hotel Modern in New Orleans. I'm telling you, go check it out. It's really cool. It was the Hotel Tonight does. They call it. They have three. They have Solid, which is their base model or whatever. Like that's our base hotel room, and then we have the Hip. That's a different category, and then there's Lux, which is like the primo.
I like that they use that rating system instead of 4 okay good.
Yes.
Who's gonna stay on the shore?
Well,
But this one had Solid.
I'll tell you this though. I looked at their Solid place. Their Solid place was not bad. Their Solid place was actually a place that I've stayed at before, but we stayed at the Hip place. Hotel Modern was their Hip location. And it was really, really fucking cool. It's an older building that's very obviously been rehabbed and moderned up.
Was it like micro rooms?
Yeah, they were pretty small rooms, but the bathroom was very luxurious, which, as you know, like really all you got to do right is the bed very comfortable and is the bathroom like comfortable to use as well. And I think if you get those two things right and the TV works, largely it doesn't matter like how big the room is. Because you go stay like in Memphis at the Peabody. Have you ever stayed at the Peabody?
Never been to Memphis.
It's a very nice town. You should visit. But the Peabody's this great old hotel downtown, and it's like the hotel of the South, or at least they bill themselves as such. And the rooms are fucking plush. They're also very, very tiny. Like, and it's just because it's an old building, and back then rooms were not we didn't expect large expanses. You know,
I stayed in a micro hotel before though.
Yeah, well, this place was not. I mean, maybe it's not technically a micro hotel.
It had a huge bed.
Yes.
It had a huge TV about 2 feet from the end of the bed.
Yeah.
It had a huge bathroom.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah, that was pretty much this then. I guess that's a micro hotel. But it was very nice. There was the lobby was great. There was a restaurant and a bar downstairs. It was very, very nice as well.
Literally, the bedroom is the size of the room we're currently in.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was the hotel room wasn't much bigger than this. Yes. Right. It would have made a cozy recording studio. But anyway, we had a great time. The service was very nice, and it was very affordable thanks to HotelsTonight.com. So it was a little pimp. I got to throw her a little thing. And, like we had the night at the hotel, and we went down and had drinks.
What does that make her?
No. I'm saying it was it was suave. That's what I meant. I meant pimp as an adjective.
That ain't what you said.
But I meant it that way.
I think that's a Freudian slip.
Don't corner me. Let's start the show real quick. Welcome to Two Guys One Podcast. I'm one guy.
I'm the other.
You've had such energy so far, and now you downtrodden.
Yeah, just get.
All right.
Here we go.
Welcome to Two Guys One Podcast. I'm one guy.
I'm the other.
And this is the podcast. That's our fancy radio voice. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah.
All right then. 30 of these we've now done. We haven't. You don't like me to mention the numbers, and we're not going to dwell on it. But I thought it was worth noting. 30 is a noteworthy number. Look at that.
What is that? What does 30 mean to you?
It means that we're now approaching middle age.
It means to me that we were supposed to be 31. Like we've been doing this 31 weeks, but we've only done 30 episodes worth of work. I feel slobbish.
Wait a minute. Am I not?
Are you on the wrong mic?
I am on the wrong motherfucking mic. Oh, you were kidding me. Has all of that? Oh, I feel badly. Okay, now speak.
Boo.
All of that's been...
No, we're not using any of it then.
No, we can use it.
Oh, yeah. We were just going to hear what I say.
No. Like, we won't use it all. Obviously, it's been 6 minutes. But I will find some of it and I will make it. I'll amplify your audio so that it'll work.
We've got to do the intro again now.
Intro again, yeah, obviously. So you're going to hear some things after this that are kind of fucked up audio wise. So we're gonna start this normal, and then it's gonna be bad, but then it'll be good again. So here we go. Welcome to Two Guys One Podcast. I'm one guy,
and I'm the other.
Yeah, you're the other one, not the one that fucked up the audio levels. We were discussing the fact that this is our 30th episode. What 30? So all that sticks out for you is the episode that does not exist?
Yeah.
The episode that should have been?
Yeah, like this is episode 30, but we've been doing it for 31 weeks.
I think what's interesting, and see, somehow in my mind, like that whole kind of washed itself out, because what happened was like we did a show, but I didn't get to edit it, so we didn't put it out. And then the next week, I edited it and put it out. So for me, I didn't take a week off. I just had 2 low-volume weeks.
No, I don't buy that.
Damn it. We got a few things to get to, and I had some ideas about some stuff to talk to. But I'm so excited about the possibilities for this email. I want to just jump straight out the gate and go right to...
It is my favorite part of the show.
Listener mail.
Yeah.
The mail is here. Ooh.
This is exciting.
Okay, for everybody who listens, this is generally how this works. I don't receive, read, hear about any listener mail we get, any comments we get, until we get in the studio and then one guy just puts it out there.
Yeah, you troll the internet, like you do browse the internet, but you don't visit our website and you don't visit our Facebook page, or our Twitter.
I don't have a Facebook page.
Yeah, you don't have Facebook, but I'm saying you don't even go and look at the Facebook page, and you definitely don't check the email.
Can you look at a Facebook page without having it?
Yeah, Facebook page you can. You can't, like if I
couldn't leave a comment on yours.
No, you couldn't leave a comment, and you couldn't. Well, you could see mine because I'm mostly public, but you couldn't see most people's pages, like their personal profiles. Mm-hmm. You could see public pages, though, and we are a public page. The subject, turf war, ?
Yeah, turf war!
So who do you think this email's from?
Eaglet Joe, or was it Arizona or L.A., your first roommate?
Arizona.
Was it your first? This is your first roommate?
This is not my first
Really?
roommate. It's a gentleman.
Oh, awesome.
2 guys.
I mean, it sounded like I was real into that dude for a second.
You got
amazing. What colors his eyes?
What does he do for a living? Is he a doctor? My mom was always like doctors.
Yeah.
2 Guys, One Podcast. I'm writing in regards to this turf war, and I did the air quotes there. Other guy has spoken about concerning listeners in England like myself.
Oh, yeah. Woohoo!
We do listen here in Brighton, and we think the 2 of you are brilliant. Well, those are some bright motherfuckers in Brighton, let me tell you.
That's so. We're cutting that.
What? No? Really? That was a poor joke?
It was below poor.
It was below. It was sub. It was
Yes.
sub poor.
It was sub poor.
All right then. We do listen here in Brighton, and we think the two of you are brilliant.
Oh my God! Does he tell you that like the appropriate use of bollocks?
You're getting ahead of yourself, aren't you?
Okay, I'm
No.
sorry.
No is the
Oh.
answer. That's
Okay.
the one disappointing thing about this. You got to shit in the cereal, don't you? Like we
I was excited. I thought that's where we're going.
Me too. Me too. And it's still good. It still goes good places. We're going to follow up. This is going to be an ongoing conversation with our new pen pal. Well, we think you're brilliant. No turf war, just simply laughter as we listen weekly. Sometimes completely pissed after a day of work. Pissed, by the way,
Drunk.
for our Yankee listeners means drunk to our friends in the UK. I do have a question for the two of you gentlemen, poised from my fellow friends concerning the Getting to Know These Guys segment you have on occasion. What is your favorite quote? We consider ourselves well-read and found this question would be revealing.
Favorite quote?
What's your favorite quote? I got a couple. I've been thinking, of course, I'm going to give you some time, so I'll talk first to give you some time.
Yeah, I mean, does this like...
He follows it up with, we consider ourselves well-read and think this is very revealing. So this is obviously what they're looking for is something that is a little bit of a life mantra, perhaps.
No,
for
I
you.
gotcha.
Or at least a directive quotation. For me, I got a couple. One that's been with me for a long time. It'll eventually probably be in some form a tattoo. We are the music makers and the dreamers of dreams. It's a O'Shaughnessy poem. Was quoted in
Willy
or it's
Wonka.
the first
Yep.
line of a poem from O'Shaughnessy was quoted in Willy Wonka. Yes, I love that. We are the music makers and the dreamers of dreams. The whole poem is quite beautiful, but in particular, that turn of phrase has always really I found that nice. There's one that I've come to in the past few years that I like a lot. Although this one's soured, and so I think I'm going to go with the Willy Wonka as like my favorite quotation. But this is a A-. It's soured because I realized I wasn't using the whole quote. It's a Hunter S. Thompson quote. It's on my business cards, actually. Walk tall, kick ass, love music, and never forget you come from a long line of truth seekers, lovers, and warriors. That's a Hunter S. Thompson quote that I like a lot. And I love that quote, and I was crazy about it. And then I realized I was missing part of it, apparently. And I'd seen it online, was the first time that I'd seen it, this 5-6 years ago. But the whole quotation is walk tall, kick ass, learn to speak Arabic, love music, and never forget you come from a long line of truth seekers, lovers, and warriors. Now, I still don't know the fucking context for that exactly, so I'm not quite sure.
You just use it for whatever you want.
Why he praised so highly? The learn to speak Arabic part? I mean, in general, I get it. I really agreed with the walk tall, kick ass, love music, and know that the last part is the most important part for me. Remember, here's the deal: fucking living is people talk about it being a gift, and it is a gift, but at the same time, like, the odds are against your existence. As far as, like, universally, the odds against existence of intelligent life are pretty high, but then even for humans, like, the odds of you existing at this particular moment in this place and then being productive in any way, it's just fucking infinitesimal, man. So, like, be thankful for that. And the reason...
I think they're pretty good.
No, I'm saying the reason that the reason that you are here is because you come from a long line of fucking truth seekers and warriors and lovers and people that have fucking grabbed life by the balls and hung on to it, man. Like, those are the ones that lived long enough to procreate. And so the fact that you exist means that you come from those people, the hardscrabble fighters and the winners in life. That's what that quote's about to me. So I kind of like that one. But let's go with the music makers and dreamers of dreams, which in retrospect kind of seems a little pansy now. So sorry about that.
Well, I like I like the first one just as good as the second one.
Really?
Yeah.
All right then.
I don't think I would pick a quote from a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he was saying that it had to be from a book. Neither the Hunter S. Thompson is from one of his books, I'm sure. The O'Shaughnessy is from a poem. What you gonna give us, like, ask not what you can do for your country?
No. Oh, I believe that. I think that's a fantastic quote.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm all about improving community and what you can do for that. I mean, I dig it.
Yeah, I got it backwards, didn't I? There, I am a fucking commie sucking off the teat of the American public. Like, look at that. I even got Kennedy's quote wrong. Ask not what you can do for your country.
It's just proved you were a witch or something. Like you couldn't say the Lord's Prayer, so now I have to hang you.
Yeah. You got to drown me.
I got to kick you out.
That's right. He only can recite the Declaration of Independence backwards. You don't have a quote?
Not that I live by, really.
Well, okay. There's not one that.
I mean,
if we were graduating,
a lot of the quotes that I think
you're going to write my yearbook.
a lot of the things that I think about on a daily basis, or how I go through it, really come from the business side of my life. So often I will think, I've got to be willing to live like nobody else will right now, so that in the future I can live like nobody else can. Right? Make sense?
Yes.
So I think about that often.
And that's a quote. I mean, you could. I'm sure that's from some
book.
Yeah, I was going to say a self-help book or something.
Yeah,
probably, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I like quotes that like get me through the day. Mm-hmm. Stuff that I think about that just makes me laugh or puts me in a better mood. And whenever I get frustrated about something, especially if it's something just so small that has just infuriated me, and I'll say it out loud often, I'll get pissed, and I'll say, we got no food, we got no jobs, our pets' heads are falling off. That quote goes through my head probably more than any other. Think no matter how bad it is, I got food, I got a place to stay, and my pets' heads are not falling off.
That's nice. That's a good way to turn that around. What film quote, like what silly quote comes up often?
That's what helps me. That helps me get through a lot of days.
I mean, we both quote pop culture a lot. That's something that we do. I'm trying to think though if I've got one. I'll come back to that possibly. All right, dude. But that's not even the end of the email. But what a great start, right? What a great email. Already our friends across the pond paying dividends here.
Giving us content.
That's right. All right.
Put him on the payroll.
Indeed. So the second part here, he says, this is maybe an odd but a funny question. What is your favorite body part on yourself and on the opposite sex / your wife or your significant other? So first off, what is your favorite body part of yours?
Man, that's it. How do you choose?
Right. Which one would I not ever want to lose? Which one am I proudest to show off? Like which angle are you taking on the question?
It's like I know what my favorite
my favorite
personal
is my penis.
favorite body part
both agree
is
that our penises are our
like
favorite.
If there's no one around, if I'm the last person on earth, if you're the last person on earth, my dick is my favorite body part.
Yes, I'm the last man on earth. I'm probably going to die of malnutrition because I'm just going to lay down and masturbate until I pass away.
Now that
I'm
we
gonna freak the fuck out.
Yeah, but now that we know that
Yes.
that ideally by yourself that is the body part that everything else revolves around.
Yes.
Okay, so now since that's not the case, and I'm in a world full of people, it's got to be the body part that helps out that body part the most.
So the one that's bringing them in.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's a tie.
Okay.
My eyes and my lips.
I really like my lips as well. You and I both got, for white dudes, we got big old lips. Both of us do. So all the better for talking and kissing.
Yours has to be your tongue.
Why?
Because you like to talk so goddamn much. If you didn't have your tongue, you're fucked.
Well, I'm very fond of my tongue for that and many reasons. I really like I was really taking it more towards like, what's your favorite body part to show off? I don't know why I took. Maybe because I read the whole question.
Because you're.
which is.
I was going to say because you're an egotistical fuckhead.
Egotistical asshole. Maybe so. My calves are my favorite. Like, my calves are really good. Well, here's the deal.
See, oh my God. That's how you know you used to be fat.
Yeah, no, look, man. Every fat dude in the world can tell you your calves.
Your calves are the best part.
There's a lot of fat dudes walking around with shaved calves because they're like, I'm gonna show this motherfucker.
I'm gonna
I got
rock
it
it
boxed off.
It's 17 degrees outside. I'm in jorts.
That's right. Because they got fucking squared off.
Because they're carrying around all that fat.
Yes, dude. It's like goddamn power lifters from the knee down.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
You're there.
I'm with you. I feel. I can understand why you would say that.
All right. So
Chubby Joel just came out.
yeah, more than a little bit. I do like my lips though. Now that I'm 30, I like my cheeks too. I've got red cheeks. I got real rosy cheeks. Like I'm always flush. As a kid, I fucking detested it, man. Because
you're the Kool-Aid man.
Do what?
Because you're the Kool-Aid man, then.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, like kids constantly.
You're big and red.
Yeah, it was.
Oh
bad.
yeah.
But now, like, it's endearing, and it keeps me looking boyish, too. Like, even I think I could get gray hair, and I still look young because I got these rosy cheeks.
There's no way I could ever look boyish.
Well, you got that beard, and you got, like, I don't know, you got a manly face about you.
I'm
but
a man,
looked,
baby.
Yeah. All right, Mike Gundy. I'm a man.
See, I was completely not going for Mike Gundy.
Oh, all right, my bad.
At all.
No.
Ooh, man, I'm pretty.
John Bravo.
Yes.
All right, then. But the second question, which body part do you like most on the opposite sex in general, first off, and then let's go specific to our significant others, to your wife and to Honey Bun for me. In general, are you a boob man? Are you a butt man? He follows it up. Let me give you the line that he gives me because there's a question here I got. I said
because we've already talked about things that, like, why we would pick one girl over another, and it's weird things like noses.
But those are you like noses, and I like the tooth eccentricities. I'm also like to say eccentricity.
Eccentricities of a tooth fairy.
Yeah. Ooh, I like it. He says yeah. What is your favorite body part on on the opposite sex / your wife or significant other? We thought this would be a comical segment, maybe even give flattery to somebody. The fellows here much prefer American fannies than those here in England. Okay,
I'll tell you what I prefer over American women than British women. That's her teeth.
Well, I mean, obviously that's the staple you go to. And you guys can help us out with this. Why first of all?
I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. I will tell you why.
Is it true that British teeth are that much worse than Americans?
It's because of the universal health care, man.
What sense does that make? Because it's been like they didn't have universal.
Really? If you need a dentist appointment, when do you get it? Fucking 2 hours from now.
Well, you say that, but I haven't been to the fucking dentist in like 4 years.
But that's your choice. Let's say if you needed to.
It's not my goddamn choice.
No, I'm saying
I can't afford it. Well, I mean, I guess I could afford it. I'd have to.
I'm saying if you needed.
Fucking expensive.
Like, for example, if you wanted, if
I needed a root canal, I could go and get one. I'd go get one.
Or say braces. You needed braces. Your parents could have got you braces.
They did. In fact.
Well, they really.
Yeah, I had braces. That shows you just how far the fucking gap in my teeth is. By the way, I do have a fucking Letterman gap. It's approaching. Hey, here's the deal: you should see my father.
It's either that or dentistry's just come a long fucking way since the '80s.
No, man. Like, I mean, I got braces when I was 12, so that would have been. Well, I don't know. I'm 31 now. I don't math too good. It was a while back. It was like the 90s. It was sometime in the 90s. That's when I got braces. Early 90s sometime. But yeah, I had them for like 3 years. And then lost them and then wore a fucking retainer for like 5. I like my gap though. It's endearing is what it is. So, but my question to you is this. What does fannies mean? Fannies here means butt.
Oh.
Over there, does that mean vagina?
Dude, it might.
See, I don't know. You got to clarify that for us, bud, too.
I'm going on this. I'm going on the assumption it's butt.
Me too.
Because let's be honest, all of him and all of his buddies prefer American fannies. How many American vajayjays have they been pulling into?
That's what I'm saying. Like, even if they had the best fucking road trip of all time, they could have each got 5 or 6. You'd think in a week. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, anyway.
That just
Yes.
made our women sound slutty.
No, I mean, if you and I were single
If you have
guys-
accent, they are.
That's true. That's true. Gentlemen in England, that's a tourism ad for you. Chicks over here get
Oh
loose
my fucking
for
God. You know what
accent.
those dudes should do?
What?
They should open up like a fucking sex phone line for American women. Like American women call in just to hear them talk, you know.
Properly to them to
Yeah.
to address them and oh my darling, my love for you is like they could literally read fucking sonnets and just
Yeah.
speak in the British accents and
those fucking chicks would be like, oh God,
play,
like
play
they'd
Mr.
be
Darcy.
Yeah, they'd be eating their chocolate ice cream while they're listening, and then after the ice cream's done, they reach for their rabbit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah. Guys, there. You know what? We're tossing that one up for free. You guys can take that idea and run with us. If you get rich, remember your friends at twoguysonepod.com. So first off,
Butts.
the question
They're
is,
saying butts.
yes, I think butts too. So the question, he says they prefer American asses to British asses. I'm trying to think of how many British asses I know. I mean, I liked. There's a British chick that I like now. Jessie J. She's Brit, right? She's a British chick. I like her. She's got a nice ass. She's the. It's not about the price tag. Price Tag was the hit song that she did.
Oh, she's a singer.
Yeah, she's a singer.
All right.
She wrote a bunch of people's songs. Like I think she wrote the fucking song for Miley Cyrus, the USA song, Hands Up in the USA song. I
Okay.
think that was Jessie J.
All right.
Anyway, she's doing it for herself now. She's a Brit. She got a great ass. Liz Hurley's got a nice ass. So I mean, there's good asses in in Britain too. I have traditionally been a boob man. That's my special little place of home. I'm a tit guy. Yourself?
Belly buttons.
Really?
Oh yeah.
How many chicks walk around wearing bare midriffs? Like
Now, not many. But back in the 90s, fucking all of them.
I guess that's a good point. It was more popular for a while, wasn't it? That's
Yeah.
weird. That's a weird attraction, dude. I
What,
think.
belly buttons?
Yeah.
It's not so much that it's an attraction. It is a body part that is a deal killer.
Oh, if it's bad,
Yeah.
I feel
Somebody
you.
got a fucked up belly button. I don't want to be around them.
I don't have anything to do with this, man.
You know how hard it is to have sex with somebody and not at some point come in contact with their belly button?
pretty well. There's that one way, but then
But your
it's very
hands are
limiting.
still rubbing here
That's
and
a
there.
good point. That's a good point. You're going to
Yeah,
strike
fucking
across
belly
at some
buttons,
point for
man.
leverage.
If you got an Audi, get the fuck out. Don't want to deal with you. What is that? Why is a tail growing out of the middle of your stomach?
so
Fucking gross, man.
So what you're telling me is, as soon as that fad started to end, like you real quick ran and grabbed yourself a woman and held on to it.
yeah. She got a
gotta
good belly
get a
button.
relationship
I got
now.
this one.
I got to get a relationship.
And my
now.
wife has a fantastic belly button. Flat stomach.
Nice. On my particular significant other, my current significant other, she's got nice boobs as well. I don't mind telling you, but Honey Bun, it's her ass that's my favorite. I love her ass. It's adorable. She's not so fond of her ass, which makes it even better for me because every time I mention it, I get like double points. I like that I'm being sexy, like grab her ass or whatever. But it's also reminding her that I like her ass and gives her a little confidence boost. So it's like a good boyfriend tactic too. It's extra good for me. It's awesome. So fellas, I say whichever body part you like, you should find a chick who's really self-conscious about that body part.
And then snag them up.
That's right.
Or just find the body part that a girl is most self-conscious about and make that the body part you love the most.
There you go. If you haven't settled on one, just pick which one she's not fond of. And you're
Yeah,
like,
if
no,
they-
that's
if-
my favorite, baby.
Yeah, like, oh, my knees are terrible. Guess what? You fucking love knees. Done. I would have to say, I can't think of anything about my wife's body that I don't like. Like, she does a really good. She keeps herself in shape, man.
Yeah.
Like, she does.
She works out a lot.
Yeah. But like, I get to see her ass the most. Like, she'll walk around the house and stuff with just like a little t-shirt on,
Right.
You know. So I'm not seeing boobs all the time.
I gotcha. But ass always there.
yeah, and the
available.
butt has to cup, man. Like if it goes from butt cheek to thigh, get
That's
the fuck
weird.
out.
Yeah, the thigh butt. If you got the thigh
Yeah.
butt, you and me gonna have issues.
Yeah,
I agree with you there.
Look, if you do have the thigh butt, and my next option has a tail growing out of the middle of their stomach, I'm taking you thigh butt.
You're saying in the case of a seller's market,
Belly buttons trump everything. I mean, you could have the perfect body, but you got a fucked up belly button. Yeah, I can't do anything. I got nothing for you.
get the fuck out. So there you go, guys. He closes the email here. We thoroughly enjoy your podcast. Please continue it, you hilarious bastards.
He didn't know us very well.
That's from our friends in Brighton. He knows us he's listened to us 30 weeks in a row here. How about that?
I would put money that he hadn't.
Yep. That's all right. It's almost Christmas time, and this is another, I guess, get to know these guys.
Oh,
which
what's your
we've kind
favorite
of already
Christmas
done.
movie?
What's my favorite Christmas movie?
Yeah,
Of all of them?
of all of them.
Oof, I like a lot of them. That's my problem.
Nope, one. You can only watch one of those movies this Christmas. Which one are you watching?
If I only get to watch one, then it's got to be Die Hard.
It's a sneaky choice.
It's not a sneaky choice. It is my favorite Christmas. It is a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
and don't give me bullshit that it's not.
I'm not.
It takes place at Christmas. It's integral to the plot. It is also a really good fucking movie.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah, and at the end, like it's the family's reunited, and Christmas goes on, and you have hope for the McClane family. Never mind that we know the story of how that turns out in the end. But yeah, Die Hard's
Spoiler.
my favorite. Die Hard's my favorite.
Nightmare Before Christmas. It's not even close.
See, that's not a Christmas movie though.
Are you kidding me? How is that not a... Christmas is in the title of the movie.
Yeah, and that movie's not about Christmas
Yes,
Town.
it is.
That movie's not about Christmas
It's about
Town.
Christmas.
It's about Halloween Town. That movie's about Jack.
No, it's not.
Santa Claus is a bit player.
No, but what are they learning? What does Jack learn?
The meaning of Christmas.
He ain't learning how to scare people.
Uh,
Santa Claus is in the movie.
fair enough, I suppose. I know.
You're gonna sit there. You're gonna sit there and pick Die Hard as your favorite Christmas movie, and call it a Christmas movie on a technicality, and you're gonna begrudge me Nightmare Before Christmas?
It's not a technicality. Here's my problem. I know I'm alone in my generation, but I just don't care for it. I don't. I mean,
for
it's not that
Christmas?
I don't. No, for fucking Nightmare Before Christmas. Everybody else loves it so much, and I'm like, it's very pretty. There's a couple of good songs in it. I like the character design of Jack Skelton or whatever, but I don't love that.
From the
movie.
24th to the 26th, I will not answer to anything but Pumpkin King.
The Pumpkin King.
I will walk around my house just shouting, "I am the Pumpkin King."
Nice. But you don't Scrooged? No.
No, here's
Christmas Story?
no, but here's the deal. People are gonna dislike me for this statement.
Okay.
I don't like Bill Murray.
Send your complaint letters to 2guys1pod@me.com.
That's fine.
Yeah, since you don't get them.
Like if I
Bill Murray's a
listed
national treasure.
if I listed my top 10 movies,
He wouldn't be in any of them.
he wouldn't be in any of them.
He'd be in several of my top 10 movies. I say maybe not several. He'd be in a couple of them. Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou would be in my top 5.
Not in my top 10.
Ghostbusters would probably the original Ghostbusters would probably be in my top 10.
Not
too.
in my top 420.
Really?
421. I mean, it's got a shot.
Caddyshack?
That would probably
It's in
be
the
in
hole.
my. That would probably be in my top 100.
Okay. In your top 100?
That's a legit. Yeah, it's a legit. Yeah, top 100. I'd put it in my top 100.
I'm all right.
I'm with you. I'm just.
Would fucking I don't know what to do with you if you don't. What is it about Bill Murray?
I just don't. I don't.
He's weird and whimsical, and everyone loves Bill Murray.
you say whimsical because you like him. I say he's just weird, kind of creepy.
Fair enough. All right, before we close the show this week, you and I talked about we're going to take a quiz. And
yeah, this kind of came organically out of I don't remember, was it last week or the week before? Whenever we did the Dr. Sex quiz.
Oh yeah, that was last week. Oh, which by the way, we didn't read any of the results.
And to be honest, we never will. But but I think it's truth, man, truth.
Fair enough.
But this we can do. Like, we're going. What we want to do is we're going to tell you what quiz we're going to take. We will tell you where you can find this quiz, and you can and the listeners, you guys can take it too.
Oh, okay.
But
well, in that case, I got to find it again.
Yeah, but here's what we're going to do. I think the quiz that we've settled on is going to be the superhero quiz.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to take a quiz about which superhero we would be. And the deal is one guy is going to make a statement of who he thinks he is as a superhero. Then I'll let you know who I see him as a superhero. And then he will do the same for me. We'll take the quiz separately and then reveal who we are on air.
Okay, so you go to quizrocket.com and then click personality quizzes and superhero quiz. Pretty easy to find there, right there on the main page. Quizrocket.com, personality quizzes, and then superhero quiz. That's where you can go and take this quiz that we're going to take.
So which superhero do you think you're going to be?
Which superhero do I think I'm going to be?
Yeah.
Maybe a Peter Parker, a Spider-Man.
You think you'll be Spider-Man?
Maybe a Spider-Man, yeah.
All right.
Spider-Man's very family motivated. He's urban.
What about you speaks urban?
In that I'm not country.
You sure as hell aren't urban.
Well, no, but I mean,
You live in a house? I mean,
I live in an apartment, actually.
Well, okay.
I'm saying,
You don't have a homestead.
Well, I'm not Pa Kent is my fucking point. All right, like I'm more metropolitan than I don't whatever I'm not fucking roughneck. I'm not from the Canadian outback, as it were, either. You know,
Canadians hate you now.
Well, there's less people in those places than there are in the metro areas, so I'm safe. Hey, look, it's the Democratic strategy. It got Obama elected twice.
Okay, all right. So you're urban, family man.
Yeah. I like girls, and he likes girls. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I pick Spider-Man. I don't know.
See,
I would thought this out.
I would pick you as Professor X.
Really?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right then. I feel like he's far too cerebral and dramatic for me.
I didn't pick him for those reasons at all.
Oh, why did you pick him for those?
Because why would you do something you can't get someone else to do for you? Like that would be your that's you as a superhero, Professor X. He's got the X-Men to go do shit for him. He's just sitting in a chair all goddamn day.
In Professor X's defense, I don't think he set it up that way.
Really? As smart as he is, you telling me he can't make himself bionic fucking legs?
Well, they do eventually. Like, they make him the suit, and if he's just concentrating on running the suit, he can run the suit. Like, they give him like an exoskeleton or whatever.
I mean, Beast is on his team. He could find uses. Like, if that dude wanted to walk again, he could. Point is, he doesn't want to. He likes the way it is.
See, he's like, no. I'm gonna stay back here at the mansion.
Yeah,
you guys go fight Magneto.
Yeah, that's you. You're Professor X.
All right. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
Who? Actually, that was supposed to be Mr. Big Stuff. I didn't even fucking have any of those songs right. If I could be any superhero.
Not if you could be. Who are you?
Oh, what superhero
That's the idea.
am
yeah.
I? Oh,
what
man.
What superhero are you? What do you think the personality quiz will reveal? Assuming that's worth a damn.
Okay,
Which is probably not.
the superhero that I think that I am is probably I can't think of any fucking I don't know, Jay.
Jay?
Yeah, Silent Bob and Jay. He's a superhero, right?
Blunt Man?
Yeah.
Or was he Chronic? I can't remember which one is which.
Either one. I can't think of somebody lazy enough.
Oh, I gotcha. Who's a lazy? Well, in that case, no. You're
Like I want them to be like team assemble, and I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow.
okay. I don't think necessarily that you are this, but you could be this. I suppose if you want to take that tactic, the Blob. You could be the Blob.
Nah.
No.
Like I want to be somebody who can't be bothered.
Eeyore's not.
Yeah,
a
if
superhero.
Eeyore were a superhero, that's who I'd be. Yeah.
So what you need to be then is you need to be one of these superheroes. Like DC has some of these where they're a superhero, but they like they have one very specific city then they never come to the Justice League meetings.
Oh
you know?
God, I know who I am.
Who?
I'm fucking Aquaman.
You're like, fuck you, fucking landwalkers.
Like I get a phone call and they're like earthquake. I go, I'm good, just going back to sleep.
Not my problem.
Yeah,
Plane crash. Not my problem.
dude, I get to hang out on the beach all day. I get to swim with dolphins.
Fuck mermaids.
Fucking, I'm Aquaman.
Fair enough. Find out which superhero you are at quizrocket.com. Click the personality.
Who do you think I am?
I told you. I thought
The
you were the
Blob?
Blob. Yeah, I'm going to say you're the
That's
Blob.
hurtful.
I don't know. Aquaman's not a bad one. It's kind of I didn't read enough of The Flash, so maybe there's a storyline. Wait, no. Maybe there's a storyline in which the Flash.
That's me running real fast, by the way.
maybe there's a storyline in the comics in which the Flash loses his super speed ability and becomes like the ex-athlete that's got like 25 extra pounds on him, you know, because you have the quick wit and the general jovial nature of the Flash. Like Wally West is very funny, and he's always punny and sarcastic and a little bit annoying at times almost, because he's so like everything. Oh, just fucking funny man, huh? A little bit. You have a little bit of that in you. I could see that maybe. But you're not fucking.
I wouldn't mind being the
You're
Flash.
not running around the room.
Mentally, I am.
Yeah. Well, once upon a time, I could run like the wind, Jenny. It's a true story. You owe me a Coke. Oh, fucking.
Oh, dude,
Jinx.
here's the thing is,
I was trying
I
to think of the
really think it's going to tell you you're Professor X. Like I believe I am correct.
All right, then. Here's the other thing that Professor X would have going for him, I guess, in my favor. Unlike with the first question.
Oh my
by the way,
God,
in the
I know what
quiz.
superhero I am.
What?
I'm the fucking Tick.
What? But I never watched The Tick. Again, I feel like I'm out of touch
And
with my
you could
generation.
be my Arthur.
The author is his sidekick, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you got a little moth suit.
I'd be
Oh,
down-
dude, I'm definitely a Tick, man.
I'd be down with being the moth.
Yeah. I like making up my own theme songs as I'm walking through life.
Does he do that?
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Dum dwee, dum dum dwee dow.
That's awesome. You do whistle all
I
of,
do.
like wander
I
around
do.
doing your little.
I do. I'm the fucking Tick.
That's fucking funny. The first question, what I was going to say about Professor X, the first question on the quiz, if you've clicked through, is talking about your secret identity. Like, do you keep your identity a secret or whatever? And Professor X is not a secret. Like, he's out in the open. I am a mutant. I'm Charles Xavier. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I live my life in public. Like, everybody knows who I am. You can find me. I'm The Rogue's Life at The Rogue's Life on Twitter. I'm Joel Sharpton. You can find me online. Whatever.
I am staying in the shadows.
I'm 5'9" and not hard to find.
Fuck.
Dude.
That needs to be your quote.
to paraphrase.
There are some girls listening going, inches?
That's one of the best things I've ever read on Twitter, by the way. It's fucking Karl Malone hollering at Louisiana Tech. I'm 6'9" and not hard to find. I don't know if I think I'm actually 5'10", but I immediately went to saying I'm 5'9" and not hard to find. Because it's true, too. I'm not hard to find.
That's terrible.
Find us online.
Do you have anything in the news, before we get off, do you have anything in the news you want to talk about?
No, I'm wrapping it up.
All
Do
right.
you? Do you have a news story that I've overlooked?
I don't know. I mean, I read a lot of them.
No, I didn't have one this week. And we're at time ish. We're gonna be shorter than last week, longer than past weeks.
So we average. Welcome to the Average Podcast.
Well, I wouldn't. Well, now look, you yourself are always bitching about length. You can't always be a record every time. If we did that, we would very, very quickly we'd run out of hard drive space.
No, I always want it smaller, shorter.
Well, then very quickly we'd be like, welcome to Two Guys One Podcast. I'm one guy.
And I'm the other.
And that was a podcast. That's it. Like, and then we'd play an Adam Dale song, I guess. That'd be the end of it.
No, we should at least pose some questions back to the guys in Brighton.
Well, I assumed
Like what do they mean by Fanny? We don't know.
we kind of covered those. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You to sum up and make
Yes.
sure that this is for you, our friends in Brighton. We are expecting a response.
This is what we want to know.
There you go. A, what do you mean by fanny? It's our understanding that occasionally you guys use that to refer to vaginas.
Yes.
Okay. Do you prefer American vaginas to British vaginas? And if so, how many American vaginas have you had? How many British vaginas have you had?
I wonder if they lie about the British vaginas but don't about the American vaginas.
If they're
British vaginas, I don't know, 50. American vaginas, 2.
if they're double digits in both, kudos, sir. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, what was the other question?
Is that
bollocks?
Well, and the generalization about
the
British
teeth.
Teeth is that something that's gone by the wayside, or is that still in vogue?
I don't think it was ever in vogue for them to have bad teeth. I just think they did. I swear to God, I've been told at one time that it was because America has had fluoride in their fucking water system since like the 30s or 40s or whatever.
Did you know that fluoride is also used to bond metals together to make alloys?
I knew it was used for several different things, but I mean, there's fluoride in our water system. Like you don't have to brush your teeth. You're already getting some fluoride in the States. I didn't say you shouldn't brush your teeth. I'm saying you don't have to brush your teeth to get fluoride exposed to them, is what I'm saying. That was it. And look, there's an argument that it's not a good thing, by the way, and there's people in the States that think they ought to take it out of the water supply too.
And I'm blaming their universal health care.
Yeah. So is either one of us right? Are we all full of shit and British teeth are just as normal as everybody else's, except we keep picking the bad ones when we take photos, you guys? I don't know.
And what does the royal family do?
Hey, there's some news, by the way. I don't know what you're talking. What do you mean? What does the royal family do? They do the things that the president does. Is like as far as showing up when new stuff happens. That's all the royal family does. They show up when new stuff happens.
Yeah, but they don't really make any decisions.
No, none. They're not involved at all in the government.
What do they get? How do they get? Who pays them?
They
Taxes,
have,
right? It's off a tax. Like the people pay them. Well, I guess they're attraction. I guess they're a tourist attraction.
Well, they are. I mean, and all the castles and everything. Yeah. It's my understanding though that it's like it's a lineage, and so like it's theirs. Like it's not. I say it's theirs.
If they all died out, would they pick a new monarch?
Now that's the real question. That's the real question. I don't know the answer to that. These and other fascinating answers, hopefully soon, when our friends from you know what. We better be careful. The guys from Brighton could start up a podcast to be way more interesting than we are. Don't do that. Just write us the answers, and then we will tell them funnily.
There's enough room on the intranet.
Well, I'm sure there are British podcasts. There's probably not just a general questions today from our friends across the pond. What is cereal like in Great Britain? Well, it's much like your cereal there, actually. We pour milk over it. Much the same. Next week.
We should do a bit to where I ask the British guy like a question, like any of the questions that we, but you
And
have to
I
answer
like
and
that.
you answer like that, and then they can write in and tell us how fucked we are.
I like this idea. Our friends from Brighton, thank you for joining the party. Thank you for announcing your presence. We didn't mind when you lurked in the shadows, but we appreciate knowing that you're there now.
I minded.
Turf war.
Fucking creepy, man.
Answer us back. Let us know. And how do we use bollocks? Please tell me how to use bollocks appropriately. I would love to adopt it in my everyday speech. I'm just that kind of asshole. All right. Let's close this motherfucker out. I'm one guy.
And I'm the other.
And this
Changing my
Favorite
body
body
part. I'm
part.
changing my body part.
all right.
My asshole. Try living 7 days without that. You'll be fucking ruined.